Fellow Nigerians, what is going on in Rivers State between Wike, backed by Tinubu on the one hand, and Fubara on the other hand, has a lot of lessons for us. It cuts across the entire sphere of the Nigerian life. It creates a very big problem for us because you know it. Like it is said, when two elephants fight, it's the people that suffer. So it is the people of Rivers State in particular and the people of Nigerians in general that will suffer if nothing is done to curtail what is happening between Wike and Fubara in Rivers State. What is the implication? Whatever it is as a result of weak political parties in Nigeria. In fact, if you agree with me, the problem of Nigeria, or one of the causes, the biggest cause of the problems of Nigeria today is bad leadership. You can say it's corruption, but then it takes a bad leader to be corrupt. So at the end of the day, it is bad leadership. If we are to correct this bad leadership, if we are to stop the likes of Wike from taking over our system, then we must do something different. We must be able to correctly identify what the problem is. And what is the problem? Weak political parties. A political party where the constitution is not clear about its code and conduct, about its ideologies, clear about punishment for members who flout or violate its code of conduct and its ideologies. Such a political party will be weak and it will be open to strong individuals within that party to hijack it. And that is what we are seeing with the PDP in Rivers State. And it's not only with the PDP. As it is with the PDP, so it is with the APC. So it is with even Labour Party. So it is with NNPP. What is the solution to this? We need strong political parties. How I wish that the political parties as we have them today can reform themselves. How I wish that were possible, but it is not possible. Because repeatedly what we find is that within such political parties, there are politicians that have entrenched themselves in just to benefit their own personal and private pockets. They are used to cash and carry politics, and you and I cannot change them. In fact, we need to get rid of the current crop of leaders. We need a new set of guards. And it's only possible with strong political parties, unfortunately. So, because the political parties as we have them now cannot correct themselves, we need a new political party to solve the leadership problem in Nigeria. At least, while we consider the other solution to solve the followership problem, which I've talked about before. If you don't know about it, it's the Food and Social Welfare Program that we hope will become a food and social welfare law. But while we attack that, we have to come up with this solution to solve the leadership problem in Nigeria. And that requires us, you and I, to form a new political party. We have to form a new political party. Right now, the amount of money, the huge amount of money that the political parties charge for nomination forms alone scares decent, well-meaning Nigerians with integrity away from the political scene. So if we are going to get the benefit of good leadership, which we still have, good leaders, which we still have amongst us, we have to take away that hurdle. We have to take away that gate. We have to burst it open and say, you don't need millions, you don't need billions to run for elections, to get nomination forms. You don't need it. And the only way to do that is through a new political party, and it's the Abundance Party of Nigeria. What are you waiting for? You need to join us to undertake this task. A link is in the description for you to join us to create this new political party. Mind you, this is the first time Nigerians are having the opportunity to create a political party from the scratch. This is the first time. Don't miss this opportunity. Enough of the complaining, it's time to take action. Because truth must be told, all the complaining that we have been doing before now What result has it yielded? It appears as though the politicians as we have them now, the corrupt politicians, they are used to our sounding like broken records, saying the same thing over and over again. At the end of the day, we put it at the feet of the same people who are responsible for the system being the way it is to implement the solutions that we give to them. It's not going to work. If we want the solutions that we have been proffering, then we must get the people that can implement those solutions in place. And the only way to do that right now, unfortunately, is the Abundance Party of Nigeria. Don't say that votes do not count or elections do not matter. They do. So far, the only reason that corrupt politicians have been able to rig their way into power is because primarily, number one, and this is not talked about even enough, voter apathy. Because you and I have sat back all this while. We have been made to believe that our votes don't count, so we don't care to participate in the electoral process. We sit at home during elections. We don't put measures in place to curtail the excesses of the players within the political sphere. And so, voter apathy is on the increase. And guess what? The more voter apathy goes up, the easier it is for these same corrupt politicians to rig their way into power. Tinubu is not a master strategist. He's just mastered the art of rigging elections, buying elections. But we can stop him. It doesn't matter if Tinubu is both president and INEC chairman and the Chief Justice of the Federation and even the IG of police or the Chief of Defense Staff or the head of thugs in Nigeria. It wouldn't matter. If we put the measures that we have proposed in place, we can curtail them. And so the whole essence of this is to get you to realize that voter apathy is the number one reason why corrupt politicians continue to perpetuate themselves in power. So if we are going to stop them, then we must be interested. And I'm saying there's a reason for you to come and participate. There's an opportunity for you to stop the rigging machinery of these corrupt politicians. We can do it. All we need is our numbers. It's like the lion and the buffalo scenario. We can do it. But all we need to do is to come together. And I'm calling on you to join us to undertake this task. We can free Nigeria. We can set Nigeria on the path of industrialization. Take it from this current path of consumption that it is in into a path of production where we produce more than we consume. Right now, we are just consuming. All of the capacity building seminars that they go to get loans for is just consumption. All the materials that was used to build Dangote refineries were imported. That is consumption. Now you would say that, oh, Dangote refineries will give us jobs. Yes, it will give us jobs. But at what cost? At what cost? And can't you see that it is big tech, big companies, you know, the ones that are pushed by the IMF and World Bank and IFCs, the same IFCs that we keep running to for loans, that give us loans that they make sure we squander. Can't we see the handwriting on the wall? We can make a change, you and I together. Come and join us. Let us form the new Abundance Party of Nigeria. And we'll win. I am sure. I'm very, very sure we will win.